Hi, thanks for coming and joining me today. We're going to do some math practice, but this is actually a way to make a tool to help you practice math. And I have a couple different ideas depending on what you're working on. So first you're going to have to gather some materials. And the most important thing you're going to have to find is something goofy, toilet paper rolls. You could use paper towel rolls and cut them too. But I bet everybody has toilet paper rolls at their house. Usually I put them in the recycling bin, but I've been saving them because I have some fun ideas for us. So save those toilet paper rolls. You'll need a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll that's maybe cut smaller. Something to write with. I would suggest a marker of some kind because you're going to want the marks to be pretty dark and stay on there. You'll need some tape and some paper that you cut into strips. So you'll need some scissors. And you're going to want to cut that piece of paper so that it's in a nice long strip like this. Now to make any of these tools, what it's going to be is this cylinder shaped tube, and you're going to want a ring that spins and turns. So when you do that, you're going to wrap the paper around like this, but you don't want it to be so tight that you can't spin it easily. So kind of play with it. You want to see, can I turn it? Can I spin it? Go ahead and cut that extra off. And then when you tape it, just make sure you can move it a little bit. Give it enough space to move. So I'll practice before I tape. Yep, that'll work. So I'll just tape it like that. Whoops. I'll just tuck that tape in. Do you see how this can spin on here pretty easily? Okay. So with these two things, you can do a lot of different things. We're going to start with this one. If you are practicing maybe counting the tens family and you have trouble naming 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, this would be a tool for you. You're going to put a number 1 on your toilet paper roll, and then you're going to write the numbers from 0 all the way to 9 on your piece of paper that is going to move. So you'll hold this still, and if it says a 1 and then a 4, 1 group of 10 and 4 little ones, your number is 14. So you can just practice naming each of these numbers. 1, 5 would be 15. So that's one thing you can do with this. Another thing you can do is to practice counting forward and backward. So we can say 10, 11, 12, 13. Then if you want to go backward, you would say 12, 11, 10. So if you're practicing counting forward and backward in the tens family, you could do this. Now some of us know the numbers in the tens family pretty well and might want to practice a different way. So this is one I would suggest for everyone. You can make the same 0 all the way to 9 on your strip of paper, but you're going to write 0 to 9 also on the toilet paper roll. Then, as you turn, you'll practice naming numbers that are lined up beside each other. So if it's a 3 and then a 4, the number is 34. If I turn it now, it's a 2 and then a 4. That would be 24. I can line it up however I want and then try and name all the numbers that line up. So this is good practice for naming 2-digit numbers if you are working on maybe looking at a number and knowing if the 3 comes first, it's in the 30s family, what would the number be? So this is another number recognition tool you can use. This one, I put a plus sign right in the middle. Straight line down, straight line across. When we see that plus, we know we're adding together. We're putting 2 quantities together. So if you want to practice your adding, you could make 2 different rolls that each go from 0 all the way to 9. And then when you line 2 numbers up, you can practice adding them. So if I have a 5 and I have, whoops, this one's a little trickier to turn. That's why it's important to be able to turn them easily, isn't it? Whoop, I lost my plus. There we go. If I have 3 plus 2, I'm going to practice 3 and 2. Put them together, what have you got? So this is a way that you can practice your adding. All right, there's other things you can do too. This isn't a math idea, but it is something we've been using in our class. This is just like our word family sliders where we have the at family, and you can turn to make cat, sat, bat, mat. So there's lots of things you can do with a toilet paper roll and some paper and some tape. I hope you have fun practicing at home. Send me some pictures of how you're practicing. All right, have fun with those tools. Have a great day.